Good morning, everybody. It is day 34 of 84. This morning I weighed in at 224.4, so I'm down half a pound from last week, which is a little surprising. I thought I was going to be down at least 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds because every single week for the last 5 weeks, well, this is week 5, so the last 4 weeks, I've been losing 2 to 3 pounds a week every single Saturdays, but whenever my big drop has been happening. But today I only dropped half a pound. Last Saturday I was 225, and then the Saturday before that I was 227. So this Saturday I assumed I'd probably be around 223, 223 and a half is what it is. So the thing is, yesterday I was 225.6, so I thought, okay, yeah, I'll probably lose at least 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds from today till tomorrow, because that's normally what the trend has been. But it slowed down to half a pound. But the thing is, this is exactly what happened the last 12 weeks. I got to around week 5 or 6, and then it slowed down dramatically to 0.5 pound to 1/4 pound of a week. So my weight went from about 2 pounds a week, 2.5 pounds, down to 1 pound, and then it slowed down to 1/4 pound to 1/2 pound a week is what I started losing. But the kicker is, even though the weight was barely moving, I was looking dramatically different every single week. So it's just okay, cool. I only lost 1/2 pound, but I looked completely different the next week. Next week, I lost 1/4 pound, but I looked completely different the next week. So I'm not honestly too concerned about the scale not moving that much. It's just, I was expecting it to move more because that's what the trend has been. But now that it's actually slowed down, to be completely honest, I'm a little relieved. Now, that's not to say tomorrow my body might decide, hey, let's drop the weight tomorrow instead of today, because Saturday, Sunday alternate sometimes. It could be Saturday it drops, it could be Sunday. Because today's my low carb day, so tomorrow might be my big drop. But if it's not, and I've slowed back down to about 1/2 pound a week, I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that because I'm already 224.4. I really don't want to go below 220, to be honest. I know I'm going to have to go below 220 because I have way too much fat to not go below 220 to get to where I want to be. But if I can slow down the weight loss and preserve more muscle mass and just consume more fat over the process of this, that's okay. And at the end of this 12 weeks, if I'm not where I need to be because it's slowed down, I'll just go another 12 weeks. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I'm giving myself a whole entire year. All of next year basically is the mindset of this is the year to get all the body fat down and maintained while it's down, to start bulking while not putting on any more body fat. That's what all next year is for. I just got an early head start on that. So we'll just see how it goes. I'm going to take my pills. I'm going to take my protein shake. I'm going to drink my coffee, my decaf coffee. And then I'm going to go for my walk because it's Saturday and I get to do this at the house. It is another foggy morning, and oddly enough, I love it. I don't know why. Like I said it before, I like it when it's foggy. It feels like I'm in my own little bubble, in my own little world. Like I'm isolated from the outside. It's weird, but I like it. It's almost kind of like a Silent Hill thing to me. Like, if you've ever seen the movie Silent Hill, there's an ash cloud, and when you go into it, it basically isolates you. I don't know, it's weird. It's gloomy, but it's beautiful in its own way. And sometimes gray and gloomy could be absolutely beautiful. Plus, I actually love the color gray. So with all the greens and oranges and reds from the trees, with the gray, with the fog blended, it's very, very pretty. Okay, so I said I was down 1/2 pound this morning. I was 224.4. So I was down 1/2 pound. But get this, after I drank my coffee, I used the restroom. And it was a massive bowel movement. So I'm pretty sure it was at least 1 pound. I know it's dude, gross. Don't want to hear that. But hear me out, okay? If I would have had that bowel movement before I weighed in, I probably would have been 223.4, to be honest. I felt about 1 pound. Oh, I know. It's dude, come on. But like I said, so I'm pretty sure I'm in the 223s. I don't know exactly where, but probably closer to 223.4. So I probably was down closer to 1.5 pounds, over 1 pound. But that bowel movement was not body fat. It was just, body waste. So it's not like that makes my fat go down anymore. but seeing the scale consistently go down like 2 pounds a week, that's psychologically like motivating, right? But even though it only went down half a pound, this morning I looked way different than I did last Saturday when I woke up. So half a pound, pound and a half, 2 pounds, doesn't really matter. As long as the mirror is reflecting the image that I'm wanting to see, and every week I'm getting closer and closer to that image, really honestly, that's what matters. And that's what's happening. So I'm not going to be discouraged, because like I said, even if I'm losing a quarter pound a week and I am moving in the right direction, my body's looking significantly different than the week before, that's all that matters. I talk about it all the time: tools of measurement, tools of measurement, tools of measurement. A scale, a tape measure, the body fat caliber, DEXA scan, they're all just tools of measurement. The ultimate feedback is looking in the mirror. Now, if you're on carb cycling and you start to go into a big deficit, you start to get flat towards the end of the week, you start getting deflated, your muscles start looking small, your fat starts looking more noticeable, and then you start looking skinny fat. Well, that could be mentally discouraging looking in the mirror. So you have to remember, like, look, don't look at the size of your muscles. Look at the body composition of the body fat pockets. Are they getting smaller? You know, just remember on what days to look at what. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, when I'm loaded up with carbohydrates from Sunday. Look at the muscle tissue, don't look at the fat. Whenever Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday rolls around, don't look at the muscle tissue, look at the body fat. You know where to look to see what's happening where. Don't get too caught up on one thing or the other. Tools of measurement and imaging, right? Sundays, I'm at my skinniest because of my low carb day is Saturday, and then I just look fat and bloated from all the carbohydrates on Sunday. I look my worst on Sundays. Absolute worst, distended, bloated belly with skinny little skeleton arms. So here's one interesting thing. I look back at pictures from last year whenever I went camping in December, and the same shirt that I'm wearing now, that my arms basically filled the sleeves out, they were loose. The shirt, the same size shirt, the same style shirt, was loose around my whole arm, and I was swimming in it. I was swimming in it on my upper body, my chest, my shoulders, my arms, but it was tight on my belly, but it was loose everywhere else. And now it's tight across my arms and my chest and shoulders, right? Versus being loose and swimming, and then it's loose on my belly. Not like, ooh, and that was just like regular. So, morning. I need to shave. And then shaving the hair is not going to make the difference of being able to see my abs or not. But with how pitiful my ab development is right now, it would make a difference. It would make a difference with how pitiful they are right now. And seeing that difference could be the difference of motivation or non-motivation. It's also ab day. I have to train my abs today. Normally this is the day that I'm most discouraged because of my body weight's down the most today. And then it's whenever I look my worst, excluding Sunday, and then I look at my stomach, I'm like, and I get all pissy because you only have so much motivation a day, and I'm not getting any carbohydrates, so that's energy. And because I'm not getting any energy today through food, my motivation drops really, really fast, and my mental state deteriorates really quickly into a very bad mood whenever things kind of go wrong. But I have a lot of stuff going on today. When I get done doing this, I'm gonna start working on my carport. And then whenever my wife's friend gets here, I gotta work on her Jeep and do her radiator core. And after that, it's my son's birthday party thing today. And I'm doing that. I also have to go to the grocery store. And I also have to meal prep. There's a lot going on. So hopefully that's enough to keep me distracted from, and I still have to work out and do my second bout of cardio. Oh, it's so busy. It's so busy. Okay, I'm gonna finish my walk now. On my little bubble fog. I'll see you guys here in a minute. I don't know exactly at what point. Might be eating, might be working out, might be working on something. Who knows? It's going to be a mystery, but it's going to happen all the same right now. Incredibly busy day. Woke up, did cardio. My wife's friend came over. Then we let her Jeep cool down while we went to a Steel Supply Depot, and I bought a bunch of square tubing to extend the carport to make it taller. Came back, replaced a heater core in her Jeep, and then now I have been cutting and fabricating all the legs to be able to fit a 2-post lift under this carport that I bought, because here's the kicker.
I spent $1,400 on the carport, and it's like 7-foot walls. But if I would have got the 9-foot walls, it would have been $2,000 more for 2 extra feet of square tubing. So instead, I just went and bought square tubing for $100. $100, $2,000. What makes more sense? Yeah, exactly. So I'm just doing the work myself, because the cool thing about being a blue collar is I know how to do a bunch of stuff that a lot of other people don't know how to do. So I can save a ton of money by doing a lot of it myself. But okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this workout and go from there. I hate having unfinished projects. Like knowing how much I still have left to do and then having to stop to work out. Like honestly, my wife's friend showed up later than she was supposed to. So I did cardio, and then I started putting my carport together. And then when she got there, that was later than anticipated. So I was already in the mindset like, okay, when she got here, I was going to go get the metal. But because she got there later, I was able to get more of the carport done. Then we went and did that, and then had to stop to work on her car, and then got that done, and then started working on the carport again. Now I have to stop to work out to do cardio. Then I have to go to a parade, and then it's my son's birthday party. And then maybe I might have to keep working on it tonight. I might have time. If not, then I'll have to work on it tomorrow. And I just hate having unfinished projects. Like I just want to get it done with so I can move on to the next thing. I love having projects, but I hate having unfinished projects. I like being able to get done what it is I'm trying to do. I hate having anything that needs to be done that I could get done instead of waiting, but having to stop to do other things. Like I know working out's important for me right now because I'm trying to compete in bodybuilding, and I have to continue with my workouts to get in shape. But at the same time, I can't help but be like, dang, I just want to keep working on it to get it done with. Whew. Last week I did 90 for 9. So we'll see if we can get at least 10. It's the bill in my hat. It's really messing me up. All right. All right. Dad. Oh. Okay, 14 on the first go, so that's good. I'm gonna do rest pause, but I'm gonna take this freaking hat off because of it really just messed me up. I kept hitting the bill on the seat, and I don't want to be restricted by it. We're gonna hit it with a drop set. Drop it from 90 down to 80 because 10 pounds of this makes a big difference. I'm gonna say that's gonna be it for those, man. That's a huge improvement from last week. Also, too, I knew it was just a little bit of impingement because when I did those dead hangs and I stretched out my lats and my shoulder blades, it hasn't bothered me since. Like, it feels great. So I'm gonna have to just start doing some dead hang stretches besides doing my hanging leg raises on Saturdays. I'll probably do those 2-3 nights a week where I just dead hang. Last week I did 3 of 12 on these. So tonight I'm trying to get 3 sets of 15. I'm going to build up 3 sets to 20. And then whenever I hit 3 sets of 20, I'll add in a 4th set. And then whenever I hit 4 sets of 20, I'll add in a 5th set. And once I hit 5 sets of 20, I'll start adding resistance, like holding a dumbbell between my feet or a resistance band or something like that. I'll make it a little bit more difficult. Maybe I'll bring the bench over to the cables and get one of those ankle straps and strap it to my ankle to do weight. We'll see how it goes. I just want to make sure that I'm adding strength to my abs, because having a strong stomach is not only important to be strong, because that's where a lot of your power is generated from. It's also one of those things. I want nice, big, bulky abs. I want thick, brick-like abs. Oh, 12, 13. Oh, I could have kept going maybe another rep or two, but we're going to call it on that. You know what else is difficult about today? My son has a bunch of friends over playing, and my wife went and got a bunch of pizza for them. So they're eating pizza, and it smells amazing, and I'm hungry, and that makes it worse. Oh well. I did 3 of 10 on these, the hanging knee raises. So I'm gonna try to do 3 of 15. First 2 sets I hit 15. I'm trying to get 15 again on this last one. I don't really have time to do any posing, and plus it's just disappointing anyways. I'm very flat today from no carbohydrates. I've been very active. I've been sweating a lot. So the only thing that it looks is like I got a bubble gut with excess fat, because my stomach is pumped up, but there's too much fat. So now it just makes my stomach look like it's protruding, and then there's no definition because how flat I am. So it just isn't even worth looking at, because last week I looked at it and all I did was get disappointed and got put in a bad mood because of it. So I'm not even gonna bother lifting up my shirt tonight and even looking at it. I've been avoiding looking at my stomach all day. I looked at it once in the morning, then whenever I was on the walk and showed you guys, and that was it. Like, I don't like looking at myself on Saturdays and Sundays. It's too mentally demotivating. So I just don't. Oh man, not only are these brutal on the stomach, but they are hard on the grip. And the more you do, the longer you hang, the better your grip becomes. But also, it's so good for my shoulders. Like, man, my shoulders feel so great. So I'm definitely just gonna start dead hanging maybe 2-3 times a week, just for 30 seconds to a minute, maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then do these on Saturdays. It just feels so much better on my shoulders doing that. So I'm going to try to keep up with it. I gotta go do my cardio. I don't have time to play. We gotta go to a parade tonight too, so time is wearing out. Getting my cardio in while I still have time, and then we're going to a parade. And then after that, I wanna finish working. I got 2 more meals after this. I have a chicken meal, then I have a protein shake, and that's going to be it for that. And then I'm basically going to be done for the day. All right, talk to y'all later.